What up, though? What up, though? What's good? Hopefully, everybody having a good Monday. We got about 3 more days. 3 more days for Christmas. Man, some of y'all like big kids out there. Y'all can't wait. Y'all cannot wait. But what up, though? I wanted to have a topic with y'all today. And we'll let the people. Let's see who up in here first before I even do it. What up, though, lady, sun goddess? What's up, baby? Steve, what up, though? What's good? Josh, what up, though? Say Grand Rapids in the building. What up, though? What it do? We just left Grand Rapids today. I had to send a team member up to Fruitport. I'm quite sure you know where that's at. Yeah, I had to go up in Costco's. All right. What up, Mac, man? Air 10, what's up, baby? Big H is in the building. Stanley is in the building. What up, though? William in the building. Our Sturdy, what up, though? What's good? All the way from Illinois. What's good with you? Didn't say yo, Dale. I love that new Power Station 6. Thanks for the tip. I think next year, what I'm going to do, not next year, next week, get out like all my higher end devices and have some fun. Just showcase some of my favorite devices of this year. So definitely I do that. What up, Just G? What's good? Harlem, what up, though? Nail, what up, though? Darlene, how you doing, baby? Hope all is well. But I do want to have a discussion because, look, we know technology has changed. Streaming, as we know, that I consider this two different galaxies, right? Of streaming. Okay, you got your mainstream applications such as like Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, HBO Max, all of that. But then you got your third party web streaming. But then we got these applications as well. And we like to put these applications on our devices so we can watch content, before it even hit the streaming apps sometimes, or see it while it's at the movies, if I could be honest. And in this, I'm not going to discuss any websites. I'm not going to talk about, any specific apps. But the question I have with today's technology, other than you watching 4K, and a lot of y'all don't watch 4K, we know it. All right. A lot of y'all don't have the equipment to enjoy 4K. Okay. And I was there a couple years ago. Just give me a 65-inch that just showed where I could see a picture. When you do the average individual households doesn't have a 1,500 or 2,000 or 3,000 or even a $5,000 television. It's well known. If you go to Best Buy, you're gonna see more Insignias or Toshiba's budget televisions go out the door compared to someone getting a higher end Samsung or Sony. It is what it is. You go to Walmart, you're gonna see a lot of on televisions or some lower end Roku, a 75-inch Roku for like $399. It'll show the picture, but it's not a great picture. Okay. So when you look at the overall, not saying y'all specifically, but when you look at the overall person or family, they don't have a bunch of higher end televisions or projectors where they can look at deep blacks and things like that. And again, I was part of that community. Just give me a TV that showed the color looked good. It's solid in my eyes. Until I got I got a mid-sized television. I think when I got mine's, I think they said it would retail for like 2,200, 2,300, and they had it on sale for like what, 14, 15. I can't remember. And excuse me, I think I'm coming down with a little cold. So I've been sneezing and all that stuff. So excuse me if you see me do this, I try to hit the mute button, but I've been sneezing. But anyway, with today's technology, do you need a streaming device? Does the average person need a streaming device with all the technology situations that you have out there? Let me let you know this. Not everybody cord cut with a streaming device. Not everybody do it. And if you look at an application is what? A website, either letters or numbers. And it's all about you trying to find out, really, if it's your favorite app, find out them numbers. I was talking to someone. I was talking to someone over the weekend. And the conversation started like this. Dale, why in the heck will I go out there and buy a $200 device when I could to watch a certain app and I can go to my favorite website? And I know I mentioned this like some time ago, like, man, everything is on a website pretty much. And it is. Now, is the websites for everybody? Absolutely not. Okay, I get it. I know it. I'm not saying going to a website is for you per se. If you someone that has a home theater, I wouldn't tell you to go to a website. All right. If you someone that, you know, that don't mind uh watching a little a site that may only show 1080p, then the streaming website may be for you. But what is it? How do you feel about, or what do you think people should do? And again, technology is changing. You know, when you think about when the Nvidia Shield got released in 2015, you saw nothing but applications in Kodi, right? You saw a bunch of applications. You saw Kodi out there. And now that IPTV has taken off, you got your mainstream IPTV and you got your underground IPTV. And here's the thing. People are finding their way using websites. And again, it's not for everybody because, when you're talking about a website somebody got up, yeah, you can get a lot more buffering. You can get a whole lot. You can look, we had a game immediately just before it was over, cut off. Cut off. So you can have some hiccups when you get to the websites, but people are willing to take that risk. They like, look, if it's free, I ain't got to spend no money. And look, I can call my brother right now. My brother had a hookup, and he told me last year. He said, "Man, shoot, I just go to my favorite site on my phone, and I cast it to my television, and it works for him. Like it works for him. He's not around here doing no IPTV or nothing like that. He's not paying for anything. He said he's not paying for anything. So the question is, is there a difference? Okay, is there a difference? Would you mind? Have you tried websites? Again, we are not here to present websites because again, we're not here to have certain websites shut down. We know it's a cat and mouse game, but just remember, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when we used to say, "Hey, I got this IPTV, I got this service and this service," and next thing you know, what happened? All of these IPTV services started getting taken down, and you had a bunch of YouTubers like trying to sell you something for like $3, $4. For $3 or $4, putting everything out there on YouTube so they can see it. And you had Ace going out here, what, shutting all of these, um, you know, services down and things like that. You had them come through shutting down movie apps and things like that. But what is it though? I mean, what would you feel? I almost want to drop a link and tell people this is the time where I wish I had my phone service activated because I would have had y'all call in. But I'm trying to see um, if I should have people come up, you know, and speak their truth, like, hey Dale, I think apps is better, or hey Dale, I'm like you, I'm going to websites. And again, we're not here to give out any information on website. Google is your favorite, your search. Okay. Not all of them work good. I'll tell you that. Sometimes it's going to take 20 or 30. Sometimes you got to be careful when you click on something. It's trying to install something on your computer or on your phone. You're getting malware. So you have to be careful. You will have to be careful when it comes to different websites and different applications and things like that. So the question, would you leave your streaming device, your Nvidia Shield, your Apple TV, your Formula, your Buzz, your Fire Stick, your On, and would you attempt, or is there just a pro and con, or you sticking with the apps, you sticking with your Kodi, you know, or you someone that's out there that's trying to find a way. Now, again, if you're in business, man, I feel like I got to sneeze. If you're in business, it's not for everybody to know. All right, that's what it is. You don't want. Man, did somebody? I think somebody smell. I smelled perfume. My son came down. I don't know what the heck he came down here, but I'm smelling cologne or perfume or something. But my nose is stopped up, but I smell it a little bit. But um, what would you say? What would you say? Is there a difference? Because to me, it got it. Both of them have their pros and cons, right? And some people going to say, well, I can't watch my 4K. You can watch 4K on Netflix and stuff like that. And they don't know that the 4K is not true 4K. It's compressed. They don't know that. I learned that like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even 6 years. That a lot of it is it ain't a lot. It's compressed. It is compressed. Yep. Let's see what Mark said. He said I will stick with my own. I use two apps. I am for live TV, and one more for movies, and that's all I need. Marcus, have you ever tried websites? I need my people who tried websites. And again, we don't need to give the name. We don't need to give the name. But have anyone tried websites? And there are plenty of them out here. Again, we're not going to name it. If I see y'all name it, I delete the message immediately because we don't want to give them access to what we know. Okay. He said, yeah, I have used them before for live stuff and movies. Okay. I wish I would have had the phone service up for this. I think it would have been better. It would have been better. Let me see if anybody else says something. What up, Just G? Harlem. Darlene, what's up? Comtech One, what up, though? He said, yeah, man. I used to be able to come up there, man, but I'm running two facilities right now. But hey, listen, if I plan on coming up there, I'll let you know. I'll definitely let you know. What's up, Fred? Happy holidays to you and your family as well. And that's one of the cons. Yes, that is one of the cons. Um, a lot of them do have ads. And if you don't know how to present or add an ad blocker to your phone, have an ad blocker to your computer, then yeah, or your Chromebook, yeah, you can get presented with ads. All right. Yep, Jeffrey, we know. Yep, we know. Jimmy say, yo, what up, Doe? Said, your Pistons are in my city tonight. Who the Pistons play tonight? I don't forgot. Let me see. Let's see who the Pistons play tonight. Cause it's been crazy here in the city. Crazy. Oh, they playing in Portland, huh? They playing in Portland. Sparty say, yeah, I used websites back in the day. It is different now. It is different. Them applications be having ads as well. Say, yes, you can get away with websites and URLs. You have to have backup to the backup and you'll be fine. Absolutely, Dennis. You got to have at least 2 to 3 of them. All right. 2 to 3. And I have a list of them. I have a list of them boys. And as of right now, everything works. All right. Salute to Dell and the team, long-time sub and listener. It's just rare. I can be in the chat. What up, though, Jay? Now 313. What up, though? Jay, you in the city? You in the city? Yeah. You can use a DNS. Absolutely, you can. A lot of people don't know that, but there are plenty, a few ways you could block ads. That's just one of them. Yep, that's just one. Geo say, yo, it's all about the users. I try everything, pros and cons. It's pros and cons and everything. Absolutely. Yep. Hey, Harlem say, I found one that is tremendous for streaming. That's what's up. What's up? He say, Surfshark. All right. They got ad block. That's what's up. What up, though, Clifton? What's good, baby? Uh, you say you made good money and you bust up, huh? All right. All right. I see you, Jay. I see it. I see you. Sir, All right, Jimmy. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through that game, man, because I got to get some sleep. I got to get up early in the morning. But that was the thing, though, because a lot of people, it is time starting to change because y'all remember when we really first getting heavy. I always been into electronics. Electronics. I always tried to figure out a way um to not have something or um I always found a way even when I had this device, and some of y'all gonna remember this device right here. Um let me see. I remember when I had this device right here. Let me share it. Some of y'all know about this device. Some of y'all had this, right? This is a WD Western Digital TV Live. All right. It had Netflix and there, all that on there. It was cool. But the thing about this device was, and I still have this. Um, the thing about this device was you can connect a hard drive up to it. You can connect a hard drive up to it, and you basically, and if you knew how to get your movies and things like that, you basically built your own Netflix. And it was coming. It it will make your, I'm talking about everything just look beautiful. I think the highest it went, I don't think it did 4K, but I think it did 1080. And this was it. The remote control was nice. Everything about it was nice. You had your mainstream apps that you can get on it. I think it only had a few of them, like Netflix. It might have had Hulu on there. I can't remember all the applications. But if you was into like not spending money, um, Plex wasn't as easy as it is now. This was the device you can use right here. And man, and you just click the button and everything just, man, it just played right off the rip. But this was a nice device right here. You know, I think they end up, it's not, they don't support it anymore. And it connects to your internet. All right. It does connect to your internet. You can go, I think you can go Wi Fi. All right. And they had a few different versions of it, a few different versions. But this was the one that I got. Like I said, and again, let me see. I'm trying to go to the site. Let me see. Whatever this site is. This site looks suspect. But they had a few of them. Yeah, I think it only did 1080p. But it was pretty nice. Let me see what y'all saying. No problem. No problem, Jay. Now, you say you in Maryland too. Yep. You say I saw today. Friends still had, huh? I seen today. Friends still had enjoy their life. Hey, say that again, Don. Something ain't right with that. Say that again. What you trying to say? What up, Ant? What's good, man? Hopefully all is well. Yeah, I talked about that bull crap. Sucker trash. It's trash. I talked about that a few weeks ago. Yup. Yup. Talk about that a few weeks ago. But a lot of people actually, and again, man, with the technology that we have in front of us, there are so many ways that you can get by. Y'all remember like 5 years ago, um, like there was like it's always a way that you can record, right? But now with today's technology inside applications, you can record your IPTV, or you can get a standalone HDMI recorder. Just in case some of y'all don't know what a HDMI recorder is, it's a device, right? And they got so many of them out here. They got the fancy ones, all right? I'll go over here right quick. Come on. Man, you don't. I can't stand these sites that don't let you, make it large. Oh, there we go. All right, you got something like this, right? I'm not going to play it, but this is a standalone. I actually have this device, right? You can get this off of Amazon if you're in the States. You can actually have this and you can record by pressing one button. All right. So you can do it and it will record wherever device you have connected to it. All right. And you got the back of it, like you can record your game and everything. Now, if you're trying to record something from a device, sometimes you will have to get an HDMI splitter with the HDCP protection on it. That means it's going to remove it. It's going to remove that technology that don't want you to record, and you can record in real time on this device right here. And it's really nice. And you see it back here. Hopefully you can see it. You got an HDMI input and an output, so you can see exactly what you're recording if you connect it to another monitor, any type of monitor. And it's pretty solid. It's pretty easy. Also with this, you can get some old school headphones with a microphone, headset with a mic built onto it, and plug it in, and you can do you know, some commentary on whatever you got going on. You can do some commentary, and then you do whatever you want to do with it, and it's pretty solid. And that's just one of them. But on Amazon, if you put in HDMI recorder, you will see a whole bunch of them come up. And it's all about what you want to spend. They got some where they do the record, like you can actually schedule it, have it hooked up to your Apple or your Nvidia Shield, you're on, and you can go into the settings and say, hey, at 8:15, I wanted to start recording the football game. All right. And you can do that. Now they got devices that will actually do that now. But 5, 6 years ago, it wasn't that. You would have to get these dedicated devices, which y'all know, if you've been following me for a while, you know I got them. I don't know where it's at right now, but it's somewhere around here. Okay? It's somewhere around here. Yep. So these ain't friends that had old school devices, Android box called ITV. Okay. All right. All right. I got you now. Jay said, what budget devices do you recommend for someone looking? All right. I mean, you can go straight to Walmart. All right, we can go straight to Walmart and get you, if you're just looking for some regular budget, go to Walmart. You got something that's called the On 4K Pro, and you got something that's called ON 4K Plus, and then you got the regular ones, the ON 4K boxes. They're I think that one's $20. The plus, the ON 4K Plus is $30, and then the Pro is $50. So you can definitely get them. All right. Dale, what's the best storage? What for a NAS or a DOS? What's the best? You say what's the best storage? Are you talking about are you talking about when you say your storage, are you talking about the hard drives? Is that what you're talking about, Sparty? They even got, I'll tell you another device that a lot of people don't know that you can record with. Man, you can do, man, I got to do something with this. This device right here, this device, man, move out the way. This device right here is a recorder. You can record on this device. You can record. And let me show you why. Look at that. USB A for store or expansion. You can record using this device right here. You can record on it. And depending on your hard drive, you can record on this. And you can take it to another level. All right. Let me let you in on a little. No, I ain't gonna let y'all in on nothing. See, I'm out. I might have to hide that one. All right. But you can record. I mean, you can record, man, move. You can record to YouTube, you can record on Twitch, and you can record dedicated on external hard drive or flash drive. And when I tell you the picture, if your picture is beautiful on your television, it's going to come out beautiful on this. And it records it in one big old one file. Now you may have to go to an application to shrink that file, all right? But this is a recorder, all right? So if you're looking for one, I love this device. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So if you're trying to record, so I'll tell you like this, Sparty. To be honest, you can use pretty much any type of hard drive, right? You can do it. It's people that buy these right here, right? I bull crap you not. A few of them are in the community. Hold up. Let me see. Oh my goodness. All right, there are people. Let me just show you this right quick, Sparty, and for everybody else. Hey, I guess this website don't want to come up. Let me do this right quick. There are people that go to like Micro Center or they order it. What the heck going on? Why is it taking so long for the sites to come up? I don't know. All right. There have been plenty of people that done this. Let me see. When it come up. Oh, man. Sorry about that, y'all. Starting to get tired already. There are people that get devices like this. Come on. Ugh. There are people who get devices like this right here, and they pop this enclosure open because it ain't nothing but a regular old hard drive up in here, right? It's just an external, right? And then to turn the internal hard drive into external, you get an enclosure, okay? There are people that actually buy these, they get them on sale, right? And they just bust it open, right? They open it up from the back and they take the hard drive off, take this case, put it away somewhere. Because again, it ain't nothing but an enclosure. And they use that. All right. So you can use that, but a lot of people do this. If you're looking for a NAS or a DOS, go to Micro Center here and let me do this. Let me go to Micro Center, right? And they do a hard drive, uh, and I just say NAS, right? NAS. And some of them actually use these, right? They use, a NAS drive. It does the same thing, all right? But what this NAS is meant to run. Like it runs, like runs. It's meant to be activated 24/7 if that's what you got going on. And so that's the difference between them hard drives. I'm gonna tell you, I got a hard drive that still works from 2008 or 9. So that's what, 15 years, 16 years, and it still worked. And actually, this was my first hard drive that I actually used on the WD TV Live. All right. My very first one. And it's still, shoot, it might, is it right there? Yeah, here it is right here. I think this is it. I got so many of them. I don't know if this is it or not. I don't think this is it. No, this is not it, but it'll work. That's not it. I got one that's somewhere around here. I'm talking about that bad boy old. All right. And I can plug it up right now and it will work. It never crashed on me or anything like that. But, depending on, what you got going on, okay? Because again, I use one of these, the old school one, and it was plugged up and I used it and it still have not crashed. I'm trying to see. I like to show y'all stuff. I like to be transparent. I just don't know. It's somewhere around here. Man, I got all type of drives though. I got drives all over this bad boy. All right. I got a couple of drives that I'm not using now that's connected to my DOS. Right here. It is right here. And this bad boy works. This right here. All right. And again, I don't even use it. 8 TB. All right. 8 TB. That's the first one, right? Told you, man, I got so much stuff. Look, 2 different brands. Oh man. I got that. I got a Seagate, right? Seagate. This is an 8 terabyte, as you see it, the red one. And here's another one. But you see it got NAS on it. But depending on how you run it, you can get away with a regular old hard drive. It's just up to however you run it. And this right here, this is a DOS for anybody that know, but it has the RAID options on the back. All right, you see that little blue? See that little blue right there? And you see the configurations at the bottom? RAID 0, RAID 1. What's the other one? I can't see. It's too dark. I can't see. But if you're going to get you a DOS, get you one with RAID options. Okay. But again, I barely even use it. It's going to get used one of these days. I got drives inside of my and 2 of my Zadoos that I don't even use like I used to. Damn. I want to see. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. And again, I can. So this is my DOS. I can do all type of stuff with this bad boy. All right. So again, it's right here. But depending on however you're gonna use this Sparty boy, it's up to you. All right. Yep. Dave say I still use external drives for my Plex. I need to get more drive for backup. Yeah, a lot of people use external drives for their Plex. A lot of people actually use that, you know. And again, like I said, I can plug mine up right now. My drive still work. I'm gonna have to do. I'm glad y'all just reminded me of something as well, because I'm doing something. Look, I got devices all over this joint, so you can see what I was doing over the weekend. And listen, this is a nice device right here. All right, if you're not familiar with this, this is the Formula. I think this is the Z10 Mini. All right, very very nice device as well. But I use my devices. All right. I don't know about everybody else, but I use mine. What up, G Torres? DJ, what up, though? D Johnson in the building. What up, though? What up, though? Craig Joner. What it do? What it do? So again, it's really up to y'all, man. However you use it. But isn't it beautiful to have options, right? It's beautiful that you could be out there traveling and you know enjoying the same content that we got at home, enjoying it while we're on the road. And that's why I was saying, is it, when it comes to applications or URLs, websites, and there's going to be pros and cons with both of them. But in today's technology, you didn't hear regular cars, 5, 6 years ago. You didn't hear about this 3 years ago. You had a few, like, it was a hit and miss with RVs and stuff like that. But here it is, technology has gotten so great that you can go to T-Mobile, Verizon, and get get internet right in your car. As soon as you start your car, it's right there. It connects. It might take about a minute or so, a minute and a half to, depending on how you got it set up. But to be able to jump on there, and you could take your tablet, you could take your phone, and use the internet. I'm telling you, technology has just changed right now. And I got a good, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a lot of people not using devices anymore. Once they figure out, they do their research, their homework, and they find out that they can watch the same thing on a website and, and not have to buy a device, it's going to be a wrap. Again, everybody don't watch. There's more people that watch 720 and 10p than people who watch 4K content. All right. There's a lot more people than that. And so, again, just go up in Walmart, go up in Best Buy. Yep. They say, yo, Dale, I'm seeing a lot of YouTube videos on the U Green. That new one. Have you looked at it? Have you looked at U Green? I saw plenty of videos on there. And it's real nice. It's real nice. But shoot, you could do the same thing with your with a DAS or NAS in your house. So I mean, is it to me? Will I go and buy one just to buy it? Probably not. Unless I'm going to upgrade mines, and I'm like, I will buy it, then I will have to sell my NAS. I will have to, sell my NAS. Other than that, I will just keep mines and keep going. But yeah, I hear that it's nice. It got a couple of features on it. It's really, really nice. So yeah, I definitely saw that day. I definitely saw that. What time is it? It's 8:11. I ain't gonna hold y'all up because I want to go and see this football game. But look, I went and saw this incredible movie, and for some of y'all, all right, let me do it like this. For some of y'all who like movies, there's a movie. This right here, man, this wasn't bad. I'm definitely gonna give it like I'll give it like a B, a B. I'll give it a solid B, man. This was all right. Now, when you watch the trailer is not going to do you any justice. I'm trying not to be watching the video. Let me see if I can pause it. Yeah, I can pause it. This is called Housemaid. Okay, the Housemaid, and they got Sydney Sweeney, and what's this one lady name? Amanda Seyfried. All right, Seyfried or Seyfried. All right, but it just came out over the weekend. It was the number three movie. Uh, the number three movie. Honestly, I think it beat. I think it even beat SpongeBob. All right, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. It was the number three movie, but I think I cannot wait for it to come out on digital, so I can get it and add it to my Plex. Um, I thought it was pretty good. A lot of people went and saw Avatar. Um, man, what was this? A lot of people went and saw Avatar. Yep. So here it is right here. I'll give you all the numbers right here. Let me make this just a little bit bigger. So Avatar was got like 89, 88 million, almost 90 million. David did what, 22 million, right? The Housemaid made 19, and it beat out SpongeBob. And all of these were movies in the first week. I think we knew with Avatar, but they said Avatar is not all of that. All right. David, it is what it is. That's like a biblical animated movie. Um, I'm not gonna go there. I could go there because David wasn't nice in the Bible. They only talk about David and Goliath. I guess some giants or whatever, or some larger people, and he took them down. And that's where they leave David at. But Derek, David was reckless. If you read the Bible, if you know about it, you knew David was a mother. He was. David had his his right hand man. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all gonna read. All right, y'all gonna read. Some of y'all know. All right, some of y'all know. But it is really good. The Housemaid. When they come out on digital, I'm definitely going to add this, and I can watch this again. I can watch it again. It's it's pretty solid. I'm not going to lie, and I believe people once people uh really find out and enough people start talking about it, I think it can make probably another 15 million next week. If enough people, but it was pretty solid. I'm not going to lie to you, and it had a heck of a twist. A heck of a twist. Y'all, I'm not going to take nobody to see David because they only talking about one part in David and stuff like that. Good luck, David. But SpongeBob, I never take my kids to see SpongeBob or my nieces and nephews because of my beliefs and stuff like that. SpongeBob always been on the fence. All right, I ain't got time for that. All right. So again, um, if you haven't saw it, then you probably I think you will like it. And it looked like it's a chick flick. And it kind of I ain't gonna say it's a chick flick, because it does have a couple of people, a couple of dudes in it and stuff like that. Um, but um, it got a little twist at the end. A little, a little twist. And I'm not going to tell y'all. I probably won't mention this for a couple of weeks though. But I'm telling you, it's pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. What up, though, Hustler? He said, "Yeah, that movie. You went to the show and saw it, Hustler. You went to the show. Let me know if you went to the show and saw it. I went to the show and saw it. Y'all know me. I'm a movie person. I go to the movies. I go to the movies. I get up in there early when it's only $6. Sneak me some snacks in, right? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, it was solid. It was solid. So you got two people in here that says it was pretty good. Hey, Hustler, before I leave, how did you like that twist at the end? Don't say what it was. Don't say what it was, but how did you like that twist at the end? Oh yeah, you there? Nope, Tom. I did not see. I ain't really into that. I do have it in my Plex though. I know exactly what you're talking about. I do have it inside my Plex. Yep, I do have it. Um, I heard it was pretty good. I heard it was nice. But it's probably one of the movies when football season is over, basketball is over, I'll probably go and check it out. So I do have it in my Plex right here. Yep, I got it right here. Right here. I guess when it decided to show it, there it is right there. Yep. So I do have it in my Plex where I can just click it, give it a few seconds. And here it starts right on up. All right. But we don't want no smoke. We don't want no smoke. But yeah, I'll probably watch it sometime. I don't know. There's a few movies I gotta watch. I watched it Violent Ends, man. It was terrible. I didn't like it. I still ain't watched Shelby Oaks yet. That's from the guy. The guy who directed this is one of the movie reviewers on YouTube. Redemption Road was some bull crap. I got all the Predators up in here. I was trying to watch Pose last night. I was trying to watch it, but I was watching it. I think I got like halfway, but I had to go to sleep, man. I had to give me some rest. All right. And I know I got to get what's the name just dropped another stand up. I got to get that Dave Chappelle. So I got to add that to my collection and go from there. Yeah, man. It almost didn't survive. I was pissed. Yes. I ain't throw it across the room, but I had a few choice words. You say that Chappelle was on point? Yeah, I'm gonna add it tonight. Yeah, we saw Jake Paul get knocked out. He definitely got knocked out. Yup. So yeah. Yup. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna add it. To the. I'm gonna add it tonight. I wasn't coming down here last night. I was like, forget that. So guys, check it out. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I'm about to run on this hour. I will kick it with y'all sometime this week. If I don't, have a Merry Christmas. I'll make sure y'all stay safe out there. Again, keep your eyes open at all times. Go shopping with somebody because you got a lot of people out here preying on women or our elders. All right. They don't want no smoke with the 30, 40, and younger 50-year-olds. They're looking for the 60, 70-year-olds and they're looking for women. So make sure you go shopping with somebody. Always stay safe. Carry some mace if you got to. If you're a CPL, if you got your CPLs, make sure you stay on point. All right. This is Superdell, guys. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. I just wanted to have a conversation with y'all. So nobody's telling you to do either or. We just had to have a conversation to let you know there are options out there. Okay. Superdell, I'm getting ready. What's up, Miss Octavia? Dwayne said the Bears. We're going to see how far they go. Y'all took our offensive coordinator. He definitely doing something. All right. And yeah, he definitely did his thing. He definitely did his thing. So, and I'll talk to y'all sometime later this week. Superdell, I'm out, guys. Peace.